My name is Fabian Devora. I'm from Boyle Heights, and I've always been an artist since I was a young one. Although due to my own trials and tribulations and the stigma of infrastructures, it was very difficult for me to embrace my gift of art. And so I had to go in through those pathways, right, that led me into juvenile halls and incarceration, but never did I lose sight of my gift. And art was something that gave me that glimpse of hope, what I needed in order to find my way back home. And because of art, I have redirected my life, and I have also made an impact on many other lives. Because of my own personal healing through the power of the art, then I'm able now to be able to pay it forward. And I think today what you're experiencing is a way of paying it forward, making sure that we invite the world to recognize the folks that are in these beautiful paintings. And these folks were formerly incarcerated, but they're also great human beings that have also made an impact in my life. What you're experiencing today is a project we call Love Letters. And in this Love Letters, I have taken 10 subject matters to be able to share of their stories and narratives as a way that we can help compel the world, to help remove any misconceptions or stereotypes placed upon the image of the gang member. It was through the support of California Arts Council, Creative Corps, in partnership with Homeboy Industries that I was able to pull out such beautiful event. And what you're seeing and what you're going to experience tonight is those stories that often go unheard or not really embraced by our society. But today, you're going to find the human side on the image of the so-called gang member that's often overlooked or pushed aside. And so you have the paintings, which are presidential-style portraits, and then we have a tabletop book that tells their stories, as well as a film, a screening tonight. It was during the 80s, growing up in the 80s. It was a difficult decade. It was considered a decade of violence and crack cocaine epidemic and the Rodney King trials. And so during that time, there was not many resources. And so we kind of had to figure something out as a young one, experiencing all this trauma and things that come from the environments that I grew up in. So my refuge was art. And as a kid, I would pick up my notebook and I began to create my own worlds to escape my reality. That's when I found art to be more than just a technique, but more of a gift. And it helped me through my trials, through my journey, and it also helped me return back home. Each subject in these paintings were submitted a love letter. And this love letter is either written to or written by to someone. And the love letters do not lie. They reveal the inner spirit of the folks that are incarcerated. That is the only tangible form of communication and hope when you're incarcerated in these confinements in prison. You look forward to receiving these love letters. You look forward to revealing your love to those loved ones who are outside awaiting on your arrival. In that, you will find the human side of what often people throw away, which are this particular population. Believe that these folks are painted that the way the world makes them to be, and now in the book you see who they really are today. And so I wanted to make sure when I did these paintings, I wanted to make them in a presidential style portrait so that they can be seen and valued just like presidential portraits or presidents, and in that, when I chose these subject matters, they all have a special connection not only to me, but also have helped make the world a safer place through their own healing and transformation. But through these paintings, you probably won't be able to see that. But when you get to know them, then you'll recognize how valuable these human beings are. Oh my God, it could take me anywhere from 3 months, it could take me anywhere from eight weeks, because as an artist, you're in tune with the image. It's not just me creating painting. No, it's a conversation, it's a ritual, it's a dialogue that I'm having with them. It's also a challenge for me as an artist, because you want to paint them as they are. And I want the audience to feel the emotion that's piercing through these works of art, just like the emotion that has pierced my heart in just getting to know them. And when I'm painting these images, it's me just being with them in the presence. It's almost like an out-of-body experience, just embodying them and their story and their suffering and their pain. And the thing is, it's not hard to do because they're a mirror image of me, of one another. I come from the same background. I've been in the same trenches, and I also have found my way. Art was the key for me, and healing is also the key, not only for me, but for them as well. So when I'm painting them, I see myself in them, and I know exactly what it is that I need as an artist to convey to the outer world. That's art. The inspiration for this came about in 2010. In 2010, I happened to be going through my old sketches and notebooks, and in that I found some letters that I had written to my lovely wife. And in that I opened the letters that were written in 2006, 2007, that were written while I was incarcerated. And then I realized, as hard as I am on myself, I read those letters and I realized, oh no, I'm more than I make myself to be, because of the beautiful words that were coming through those letters to my wife. And then I said, this is reigniting something within me. I wonder what it would be to invite other folks to submit love letters so that their words can also compel the world. And together we can begin to make the world a safer place. That's where it ignited.
Well, to me, Fabian is like a friend. Even though we work at the same place, this community is really about kinship and, compassion. So, yeah, he's really like a friend to me. So I recently did 19 years in prison. Just the idea of wanting to change. The lifestyle I used to live before, was involved with gangs and, doing all the wrong things in life. But, I told myself once I got out this time, I want to do something different. So my brother, Lamai Glenn, he's a manager here. So, when I got out, he helped me get a job, and it just kind of taught me a new way of life. So I just continued on that path, really, and of course I learned some things along the way, but yeah, Homeboy Industries really brought me a long way. I want to say probably about the last 9 years of my incarceration, I started to get into books like spiritualism, reading books called The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, and I did a little studying on Buddhism and mindfulness and just a positive way of thinking, really. And to me, I related to it, and from there it started as like a seed, and it just blossomed and grew, really. That's pretty good. To be even considered for an opportunity like this, it's amazing. It's amazing, and to me, I'm honored. I'm honored to partake in this project. I think it's the centerpiece. Yeah, Fabian did a good job. Words can't even describe it, to be honest with you. It's inspirational. Coming from where I came from, from South Los Angeles, going to jail and constantly involved in stuff is just really, it gave me hope. It shows that anybody can change. If you would have known me probably about 20 years ago and see me now, you'd be like, wow, that's a total transformation. And that pretty much goes for anybody that knows me. So to go from that to where I'm in now, it's elite. And I love it. I wouldn't go back if I had a choice. I like this life I'm living. Just keep hope alive. Man, don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your family. Stay positive and do whatever work that you need to do to get out of prison or just to leave that lifestyle, and the world is a big place. It's oftentimes we're segregated to streets and areas, but when you kind of branch off from that and just see the world for what it is, it's bigger than just a street. It's bigger than just a city, and it's a whole lot to explore. So just stay positive and do the right thing.
No, I just want to say thank you. I just want to say thank you. And, art is art. I always said art is art as long as it comes from the heart. Thank you.